Social engineering used to rely on a convincing story. Deepfakes add a convincing person. We are looking at a harsh new reality in corporate security. In 2024, a finance employee at an engineering firm paid out roughly $25 million. This happened after a video meeting where every colleague on the call was a deepfake. That included the CFO. Today, we will explain how these attacks function. More importantly, we will cover the single skill you need to defeat them. The rule for this new era is simple. Trust the process, not the face. So what exactly is a deepfake? It's synthetic audio or video generated by AI. It shows a real person saying or doing something they never did. To build a highly accurate voice clone, an attacker needs just 5 to 10 seconds of audio. That's easily harvested from a podcast, a quick voicemail, or a social media post. Video deepfakes go further. They copy faces, lip movements, and even subtle micro-expressions. But the true danger here is the emotional fidelity. A clone perfectly reproduces tone, warmth, and most importantly, urgency. It sounds exactly like your manager under intense pressure. Make no mistake, this is not a future technology. It is a daily criminal tool. Voice cloning is the fastest growing attack vector right now. It is cheap to produce and it works over any standard phone connection. You pick up the phone and the caller sounds exactly like your boss or your bank. They ask for the usual things, a wire transfer, a verification code, a quick password reset. The entire purpose of that cloned voice is to bypass your suspicion before you even have a chance to think. Back in 2019, the company lost 220,000 euros on a single cloned voice call. The takeaway here is clear. You must treat a familiar voice as exactly what it is, just a sound. It is no longer proof of identity. Video deepfakes raise the stakes considerably. Seeing is truly no longer believing. Now, you actually see the person giving the order. Attackers are staging fake all-hands videos. They orchestrate live multi-person meetings where several colleagues are entirely synthetic. Remember that $25 million payout we mentioned earlier? That was exactly the scenario. The AI seamlessly manufactures facial expressions, eye movement, and even natural lighting. The visual cues we instinctively trust to verify reality are now manufactured on demand. Seeing someone on a screen does not verify who they are. Notice how the exact same engine drives both corporate and domestic attacks. It is the same trick. At work, a deepfake authorizes a transfer to a fraudulent vendor, or a fake IT call harvests your logged-in credentials. At home, it becomes the family emergency scam. A cloned voice lies that they are in trouble, claiming they need money immediately. Account takeovers rely heavily on this too. The AI does not care if it is impersonating a demanding CEO or a panicked teenager. It uses the exact same machinery. It combines strict authenticity with extreme urgency. Deepfakes succeed because they bypass your software and attack your psychology. There are 4 specific traps here. First, familiarity. We are biologically wired to trust familiar voices and faces. That instinct becomes the weapon. Second, emotion and urgency short-circuit careful, rational thinking. Third, attackers personalize the message using scraped social media data. This makes the lie highly plausible. Fourth, the old red flags are completely erased. You will not hear bad grammar. You are not dealing with a suspicious stranger. If you believe you can easily spot a fake, you need to retire that belief immediately. Today, that overconfidence is a major vulnerability. This brings us to your primary defense strategy. Verify identity through a second channel. Do this every single time. If you receive a sensitive request or call, send a text to confirm it. If it happens in a video meeting, call the person back on a known trusted number. Never use contact details supplied in the suspicious message itself. Remember, deepfakes run entirely on urgency. Pausing to verify acts as a powerful control mechanism. And this works. In 2024, an executive at a luxury car maker stopped a deepfake CEO called dead in its tracks. They simply paused and asked a question only the real CEO could answer. Always make the caller prove their identity off the current channel. You might have heard about visual flaws in deepfakes. Bad lip sync, odd blinking, or a background that seems slightly off. Those detection cues are fading fast. The next AI model simply will not have them. Do not bet on your eyes to protect you. Treating visual detection as your primary defense is a losing strategy. The only reliable control is real-time verification that you initiate. A deepfake cannot pass a callback on a secure line. Do not attempt to out-CP AI. Simply step outside the channel and verify. Let's review the critical takeaways. Deepfakes impersonate trust perfectly. Voice and video no longer equal identity. Verification through a separate channel breaks these attacks. Urgency is the true payload. Anchor your defense on the behavior of the request, not visual proof. Here's your action item for today. Pick the person most likely to be impersonated to you. That might be your CEO, your finance lead, or a family member. Agree on a verification step right now. Establish a family safe word or a firm rule that any request for access must be confirmed on a known number. Do this before the call arrives, because when a screen lights up and a familiar face asks for help, will you be ready to suck in death your own eyes? Trust the process, not the face.